you're about to see of the evidence of this prehistoric life. Viewer discretion is advised. The largest dinosaurs grow as a tall 6-story building and weigh 50 tons or more. No land animal today even comes close. The jaws of a T-Rex can leave a bite mark 4 feet long. A 12-inch teeth can penetrate deep into flesh. But every dinosaur, no matter how big or powerful, starts out small, very small. Japan, 15 million years ago. The largest prehistoric predator of all the time in the Cenozoic oceans is a megalodon. Slices through the deep. A super predator on the hunt. His bulk is so massive, it will search for food never ends. They may look familiar, but they're not ordinary great white. They can grow to 50 or more feet in length. That will be twice as big as any marten sharks. Megalodons will be the same size as a jumbo jet. Suddenly, he picks up senses disturbance in the water. He lurks onto a lone sperm whale who got separated from its pod. The shark has a remarkable battery of senses. He could actually feel the whale moving through the water. As the Meg closes into the whale, he changes direction and picks up speed. The jaws of a megalodon were very similar to the jaws of a great white. They were upon row of teeth. The teeth were located in the front part for designing for grabbing the prey. The teeth behind were much more sharp and are preferred for diving for slicing. With sudden fury, Megalodon strikes. When it opens its mouth, the jaws literally come out of her mouth, and those serrated teeth would move up down, would act like a giant meat slicer. Modern sharks have a remarkable way of protecting their eyes during attack. And Megalodon would have the same system. When the Megalodon moves in to bite, it'll roll its eyes backwards and moves forward, and use the membrane moves forward and protects the eye. Although they have sensors on their bodies, and for the necessary once it targets its prey. The Megalodon targets the tail because that's the only way of whale's mucolotion. That part of the body is very thin and bites deep at the vertebrae. The whale has begun to slowly die. It brings a death to the Brittle Fisetter. The Megalodon hears it too. he sensed something incredible. And with that, the megalodon begins to feast on the carcass. It went back to the deeper waters. But the war of the megalodon will continue for another day. Halfway around the world, it will become Wyoming, United States of America. The American bison is searching for food. The evidence tells us he's become separated from its herd. But they're unaware the bison is being stalked. It may look familiar, but this was no ordinary lion. It was 5 foot tall. It was twice as big as any modern lion. This is an American megalion. A predator anything like it. A predatory mammal. The American megalion was getting close enough. It strikes. It kills the bison and starts to feast. But whatever, when we find the African megalion, there's always another giant predator lurking nearby. And sure enough, a new discovery has been well preserved. They found out there's another Ice Age predator who lives in Wyoming. It was another larger predator. It was bigger than any land predator before. It may look familiar, but that is not an ordinary bear. It was twice the size of any modern grizzly bears. This is a short-faced bear. It appears that bears have roamed everywhere around the world as well. And it appeared that the megalion may have met its match. Meanwhile, back in the coasts of Japan, the megalodon is searching for food. What the megalodon didn't realize, he has been spotted and tracked. Arrival. A few million years ago, back in the Cenozoic era, the megalodon don't live in groups. They stay away from each other. It appeared The fossil evidence tells us megalodons always like to be alone and eat one of its own kind. Using all the power the megalodon has, he crushes the vertebra of the rival's neck. One of the members of the megalodon had died, and the other megalodon begins to feast on the carcass. It could always win for the ultimate prize. For the next few million years, it always defamed all kinds of food source. For as powerful it gets, they are no match against the orcas, known as killer whales. The American megalion had brought the carcass into its own territory. Their collars on their fur always helps it easy to camouflage and catch and kill their prey for an ambush. But there's a natural predator who wants to mess with the American megalion. That is a short-faced bear. The lion has become hunted. The lion turns and faces its attacker. It was thought for years that the American megalions could live in groups to take down the short-faced bear. But then, in 2006, a new discovery has been well preserved. As they dug of Ice Age dig sites, they didn't just find a group of African lions buried there. The skeletons were found together, but it doesn't show any different size and ages. It suggested megalions could live alone. Mm. The bear is able to reason his cunning and towers over its rival. It throws the 750-pound mega lion with little effort. Unfortunately for the lion, bear, it happens to throw in the direction of the cave. The cave is over 85 feet deep. A deadly drop. It's a sheer drop to the bottom that nothing can survive. The herbivore bones were found, so the evidence tells us no animal could be survived through that fall. Once the lion was gone, the bear was able to get a feast on the carcass. Hey, how's it going, dudes? The name's Sal Rodriguez Nunez, and I'm the creator of this documentary episode. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be brave. Stay wild. Stay away from the Megalodon, the Mega Lion, and the short-faced bear. We'll see you on the next prehistoric adventure. Oh, I think I'm gonna go.